Going? How's it going? Hello, hello. Another episode of the Otaku Town. Let's power up. Let's power up.
Otaku Town time.
It's Otaku Town time. Not Taco Town, damn it. It's Taco Town. But yes.
Tacos. It's not Taco Tuesday yet.
No, not Taco Tuesday.
It's
This is
weekend
Friday.
Tuesdays.
So tonight's episode, we're gonna talk about the Fate series. I don't know if any of you guys have watched the Fate series, but you need to if you haven't. So, we're gonna talk mostly.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't watched all of
Fate.
them though. We're gonna talk about the main ones mostly.
Yeah, we unfortunately haven't. And then they have a whole bunch of novels, and then they have a whole app and a game. So
Yeah, they got the games.
it's a lot of fucking content.
Are they gonna make Grand Order? Isn't that supposed to be an anime soon?
It was an anime. You didn't watch it?
Nope. See, we're learning. I know there's a lot of movies I haven't seen yet, and there's a few series I haven't seen. I haven't watched the one that is on Netflix yet. But we're gonna talk mostly probably Fate/Night, Unlimited Blade Works, Zero, Fate A, which is
And the new one, Heaven's Feel.
Heaven's Feel, yeah, Heaven's
That
Feel
movie's
too.
dope.
We want to talk about what we think about the second movie that's supposed to come out. What, January? Right? Was it January?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was January.
I almost forget because I did a video on it.
Yeah. So we're gonna ask. I'm gonna ask Pack Punch a few questions about. I'm really curious to see what his favorite heroes or characters. I just want to give a little bit of a warning out to you guys. If you have not watched any of these Fate series, it's about to get a lot of spoilers up in here.
How about we like, for all the people who haven't watched Fate, let's kind of break it down what Fate really is.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do a little intro.
So for everyone who haven't watched Fate, Fate is basically a story where there are these masters, and these masters are like regular human beings. Well, not regular beings, guys, but I mean like people that are similar to us, but they just have they have magic, of course. And what they do is there's a Holy Grail war that's held every, I don't know, not a couple of years, but every few hundred or tens of years or decades or whatever it's set. And when this Holy Grail, the Holy Grail, it grants wishes, and it's basically omnipotent Holy Grail, and it can grant almost any wish. And so every one of these masters, they're from descendants from families of important families, like let's say hypothetically Illuminati, or just some of them are just random people who have the will to fight in order to make their wish granted, and some are just strangers to the whole thing. They don't know anything that's going on. They have no will, or they just want to protect their friends and save people that's around them in the fight. So those people, they actually, with the helping of artifacts, they actually summon servants, to serve the people. So these servants are basically legendary heroes post and pre-time. So you can literally have a hero that's way above the future as long as you have the artifact to conjure him up. Or you can have the complete reverse, where you can have a hero that's way back in the past, like Alexander the Great, King Arthur. You can have even heroes that are just mythics. Just like mythical beings, that because the idea of the hero is that as long as the hero's story was told throughout the generations and it gains popularity and that's known among the audience, the hero's powers crafted to that. It doesn't have to necessarily be true for the hero. So let's say Oldish had a daughter in an imagination land, and everyone believed it, and she was like the badassery. Like she would slice and beat everybody's ability, and then she had the power to fly and teleport, even though she wasn't real.
She was real. No,
even though she wasn't real, her tale was told, and because people believe in it, she can actually be conjured, and her personality too. So that's somewhat how some of the hero systems work, and in characters that are just not even factually true. So technically, you can just have Ezio, to be honest, from Assassin's Creed, because he got so much popularity.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Or Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
As long as everyone's cool with that.
Yep.
But that's basically it. They fight for the Holy Grail, and they wanted to grant their wish, and it's dope because you get to, and basically the rules is it's a battle royale, PUBG style, Fortnite style, where you just literally take out everybody until the last man standing.
Yep.
And that's when you receive the Holy Grail. Granted, there are times where you don't need to necessarily be the last man standing, just be the first one who has the Grail in order to win. So, in terms like that, you can still make your wish, and the Grail always grants the wish, even though if it's not what the user wanted, or if the user doesn't have an idea how to perform his wish. So let's say if y'all want $1 million, well, you don't know how to make $1 million, or you have no idea how to make $1 million. So $1 million won't drop like literally on a stack of a dime. It's not like a genie or anything. Yes, it is omnipotent still, but it won't allow that as long as you don't know how to fulfill that. And that's one of the things that happened later on. But it's dope though. You should go check it out because it has your favorite heroes from biblical times. To be honest, you know, it would be crazy if they had Jesus. Man, that'd be dope. But besides that, that's what Fate series is. If you haven't watched it, go watch it because it's a must-have series. It's beautiful.
Jesus has entered the battlefield.
I think it's Studio A1, but I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But it's an amazing series. You'll love it. And you see a lot of skirts with all you guys who loves girls, you know, anime girls and shit.
And I'm not going to lie, probably for me, it's probably the best animation I've ever seen. I'll tell you more which one it was, but and then the cool thing about the Fate series, if you haven't watched it, is you don't know who's going to win. You can have multiple favorite characters, and you're like, oh, like you could have two of your favorite characters fighting each other, and you don't want that to happen because you're like, shit, I don't know which one to pick. Who I want to win. You know,
or you just have, or the funny thing is, you can have literally one character on one side and one other character on the other, and they end up working together. And you're like, what the fuck? I thought they were enemies, and they fought like 10 episodes ago. Yeah. Now they're friends trying to get the Grail, try to stop it from someone worse having it. Yeah. And sometimes they fight at the end, and there's a whole bunch of conflicts and stuff. And the craziest part is, like, a lot of these servants, they don't reveal their names because that reveals the abilities they have.
Yeah.
So that's also like a crazy factor.
Yeah, they all have their secret identities.
It's like, oh, what are you? So I am Archer, but I thought you look like Oldest 22 from 2015. No, I'm not him.
No, I'm the Burger King guy.
Yeah, because that would reveal his stats and what he can do and stuff, because they can recall those kind of memories. And
I'm Ronald McDonald.
Yeah. And Noble Phantasms are really crazy. Like
it's like they're alt.
It's basically like they're how can I say it's not their attributes, it's more like a signature of them.
Yeah, signature
basically.
move.
It's like, how Goku has the Kamehameha or the Spirit Bomb or like, Ultra Instinct. For them, that's their Noble Phantasm. Their Noble Phantasms are swords that can't be if you get touched by it or sliced, you're automatically dead. If there's blades that you can copy off of, there's some Noble Phantasms that have a whole bunch of Noble Phantasms, and there's some that just help you heal, some that make you camouflage, you can't see no one's presence. It's a whole bunch of crazy ones, and some Noble Phantasms that can control your enemies. It gets weirder and crazier, but it's all fair when it comes to the one wish that you would like to grant.
Oh yeah, everyone has a wish. Come on now.
If I had one wish, maybe you meant me.
Anyways, I was gonna say, anyways, that is our intro to the Fate series, so go check it out. But now, if you haven't seen it, we're gonna get to the spoilers now. So we're gonna talk about all kinds of crazy shit that happens during the series. But honestly, I want to start off. Who is your favorite character? Because you were telling me about you have a keychain of them.
I don't even know where my keychain's at the moment. But my favorite character is Archer.
Ooh. So Unlimited Blade Works Archer? Which Archer?
Yeah, it's well, I can't say Heaven's Feel is my favorite Archer because I rarely know him, but at that moment it's Unlimited Blade Works Archer.
And, hell yeah, dude. I think that's the best one.
I don't see the thing
out
is
of the Archer.
it's like I like him even though he's somewhat of an asshole. And
Yeah.
I think the reason I like him is that he's he kind of he's like, dude, like you messed up on so many opportunities, or dude, don't go down this path. Like I'm trying to tell your past self, like don't do this, please, because you're gonna end up killing yourself.
Hmm.
And it's just like, damn, like shit. He remembers all that, and he's trying to stop all that from happening. That was just pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
Um, and like even though he did do some asshole shit, it's just like my thing is like he always was like completely left field. He's like, I want to get rid of him. I want to kill him. But then he's fighting against himself at the end of the day, and he's trying to, how can I say, he's trying to understand what his past self was thinking, because he's like, I made a complete mistake by following the path of not having a true hero's dream, or not having a dream of that is mine, because the whole thing with Archer is like he doesn't know what he really wants to be. He just mimics off of any others, and that's why they call him just a copycat, because he just kind of copycats off of everybody.
Yeah.
And it's nothing wrong with that, really,
Dude, his power's OP.
but I don't know. Like it just was interesting. Like, how does a copycat who has no dream fulfill something that he's trying to prevent?
Well,
It was just pretty damn interesting to me.
he did
Probably
have a
not the crazy.
dream, but that dream like he started
It was
losing
just
control
like,
of it.
yeah, because
Because he was
the
doing
whole
his thing,
thing
and then all of
of
a sudden
that.
it's like, why am I doing this kind of thing? You know, because they keep doing, I
Well,
got to keep doing. And
no, because the thing is, wait, his dream was to be a hero that
yeah,
saves humanity and his friends from salvation. I mean, from destruction, of course, basically leading into salvation. But the cost of that dream was so great that he had to murder humanity itself,
yeah,
hundreds of times throughout his time, and that was because he made a contract with two omnipotent beings that at that time where he needed power to save his friends. So basically, this at that time he needed he needed 100 people. He wanted to save his friends. He saved them by obtaining the power from the entities, and he promised after death that he'll work for them as a forever, basically. And he kept doing that, and every time humanity would threaten the Earth, the entities would come up and they would say, "Hey, you got to wipe out the whole Earth." And he's like, "I gotta keep doing this," and humanity just kept following the same path of destruction over and over and over. And he's not like just killing men, like he's killing children, women, like he killing everybody, like he murdering everybody, and then humanity and the whole Earth has to start all over again. Then he does it again, like living through that kind of process. And because the thing is, at the end of the day, like you were a hero because you wanted to save humanity, and now you're destroying it to save the Earth, but trying to save humanity at the same time,
yeah,
because humanity's followed this destruction that would destroy the Earth anyways. So it's just a complete crazy shit. And he's like, yo, I don't want this to happen again. So he gets summoned in the Holy Grail War, and he's trying to stop his past self from doing the dumb shit he was gonna do. Like, oh, let's make this contract with this guy with this thing again, but we'll see how that goes. That's basically it.
yeah. That's pretty much, yeah.
And I love his ability, man.
Dude, his
His
ability's
abilities are,
pretty OP. He's even a pretty good
yeah, it is
melee
really
class
OP.
too.
He's a pretty good he's a pretty good marksman, and he can fight. Like he can he's a dual wielder,
Yeah,
and he just goes akimbo with the blades. Like it's dope. Um
be a
and like,
badass cosplay.
yeah, it is badass cosplay. I would love to cosplay as
Yeah, I
him one
know.
day. I would love to. I think the coolest part about his whole noble phantasm though is that he can literally copy an item by just looking at it. Yeah, some items are like specific, you can't copy them, like Gilgamesh's irons, the
Yeah,
fucking little,
Lance.
he can't copy that. but everything else he can literally copy. So like he can copy Berserker sword. He can even copy Berserker, who is Hercules. If you guys don't remember, and if he can actually copy King Arthur's sword. But this is the only thing: the sword is not as strong as the original weapon, but its destructive abilities are almost on par with it, and he can use them continuously. So he can summon out King Arthur's swords over and over again. So technically, the destructive power could be stronger. Like volume wise, yeah, you can. It's like you have one great Honda, but you have 30,000 Kias that you know what I'm saying, like in engines that can run if you keep replenishing them properly and shit like that. So obviously over time, it's a bad analogy, but like that's the best I could do. Basically, it's not as great as the original. The original is always better, but the substitute can do as much damage and he can make the noble phantasms explode as they get hit. So that's dope too. Basically, he can almost use everybody's noble phantasm, and that's dope. Even if it's not as strong, and he's a dual wielder.
Yeah, man. Any kind of weapon.
And he has other abilities that a lot of people just don't know. Like,
even though he's an archer class, shield. But he does all kinds of other weapons.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, he swaps hands with one of the strongest warriors. Like he fights one of the strongest warriors hand to hand.
Was that Hercules?
Remember he fought the guy King Arthur was having trouble with. The assassin with the sword.
Yeah,
and like he was fighting him. He was like King Arthur was like, no, don't do anything. And then he was like, nah, psych, bitch. Yeah, he just went out his night. He just went out and then freaking he started fighting an assassin. I'm like, bro, that assassin was whooping the shit out of King Arthur.
Yeah.
Not only that, like he swapped hands with King Arthur momentarily a couple times, and now like he fought against Lancer, the person who has the ability, like literally, if he fucking slices you with his fucking Gale Borg, you're basically dead. Like it's automatic death. Like,
do you think he's one of the strongest out of like all the ones that we've seen? Archer? Out of all the heroes, yeah. Out of all the
he is one of the strongest. It's just that like other magics can beat him.
Or no?
If Gilgamesh has irons, then it's like he can't win. Like if Gilgamesh literally puts out irons and just says "fuck it, bitch, you die." Like there's nothing he can possibly do. There's nothing. The thing is with Gilgamesh, a lot of people don't know is that Gilgamesh is the hero of heroes. Like he's fucking king of the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So like, if you bring out and the thing is he's before everyone, and he held everybody's noble phantasm. So he has King Arthur's sword. He has freaking Gale Borg. He has freaking Berserker's sword locked in there. And he also has the change against deities, so he could lock up deities. Not only that, like the guy is just the freaking beast.
Yeah,
like
he
may not be like the best swordsman. You don't need to be when you have a fucking collection of the strongest noble phantasms in the game. Like you could just throw them, and they'll have the same. They even have more destructive power. And not only that, you can return them back to the vault and then shoot them again. Like I like if Gilgamesh really didn't have no pride and he didn't care about like, oh, I don't want to bring this item in front of somebody who's not worthy, and he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill everybody kind of shit, and I don't give a fuck about my pride, he'll literally beat the shit out of Archer.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing really Archer can do. Like Archer can hold off, but holding off is the least thing you could do against Gilgamesh because
I think you give him a decent match, but I think I agree with you.
Yeah, because like Gilgamesh Ainz is just fuck. It destroys them. It destroyed the reality marble of King Arthur, not King Arthur. No, Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great, the writer of Fate Zero.
Yeah.
And if it could do that, like fuck that shit, it could destroy the shit out of fucking. Most likely, it would probably destroy the shit out of fucking Unlimited Blade Works.
Yeah.
And if you even do a quarter of the damage, and then still like. Because the only real reason Archer not Archer, but how Emiya won because Emiya is Archer at the
Yeah.
end of the day. The only reason Emiya won against Gilgamesh because Gilgamesh hesitated because he the Ainz was out there. He was just like, should I grab it? Should I grab it? And then he's like, all right, I'll grab it because I'm about to lose. And then like as soon as he grabbed it, fucking his arm got cut off. Like if you let that shit go from rep, like you would have fucking we would got poop. You would have pooped on it.
Yeah.
Like that Ainz thing is fucking powerful as shit. Remember even the Holy Grail was trying to touch Gilgamesh, and then he was like, "Be gone, bitch!" And then fucking that shit blew the Holy Grail away. Like shit, like he's just too powerful, man.
Yeah, he's very powerful.
Who's your favorite hero, by the way, Oldest?
Oh,
Like,
all right, it's
like,
mine. It's my girl Mordred, Saber of Red from Fate.
Of Red.
Let me see if I can say it right.
I'm just kidding. She's not really a bastard.
Fate.
Yeah, I think you said her name right.
No, Fate. What I call it Fate A, but
Apocrypha.
That one. So yeah, I love her. She became my favorite after I watched this series, which is one of the newest ones. It's not the newest one anymore, but it was most recent. One that I've watched. I love her attitude. I love the way she fights. She just pretty much goes balls to the wall, pretty much. She's not afraid of anyone. She just goes right in. Don't give a fuck.
Fuck it.
Yeah. She's pretty damn OP as well. I'd still probably pick Archer over, like, fighting wise, over
against
her.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just that he can just copy. He can use other people's freaking noble phantoms, and that's really he's gonna win.
I would say, but for her, the one thing for her is she does not hesitate. Like, she fucking just goes in and I'm gonna whoop your ass kind of thing. You know, we've seen multiple times in that anime that she did not hesitate and go for pretty much the kill.
She's like, kill you.
Unfortunately, big spoiler here. It doesn't go very well for her in the anime series, which I was pretty mad about, but whatever. She pretty much got beat in a crappy way. It actually wasn't even her fault. It wasn't even the servant kind of got wrecked in a way. So
you got kind of wrecked.
Yeah, poisoned pretty much.
Wrecked. You got wrecked, man.
And she just accepted it. She's like, "Fuck it," like whatever, because she could have kept fighting on. I would be really curious if she got the fight. What's his face at the end there? Shiro. As I say, I was like, how could I forget his name? No, Shiro.
That's Shiro.
Yeah, not the Archer Shiro.
Yeah, wasn't it Shiro Kotimine? That was his name. Is like a mixture of both.
Yeah.
Of them.
So it's just funny because they like to use that name Shiro, but it would have been really cool to see that at the end. But yeah, I think mostly just because of her personality is what I liked about her a lot, and I love her armor style. I think it was really badass.
Yeah, those colors, white and red.
Yeah, I would love to see a cosplay of someone like doing that. I think it'd be really badass.
You should have your wife do it.
I know, right?
But do it in privacy, in the privacy of your
her
own
favorite character though is Ryder in that one.
Really?
Yep.
Which one? The writer that's a girl, or the writer that's a
technically it looks like a girl, but it's a boy.
Oh, you mean the writer that showed up in
the one with the griffin?
The one. Explain to me the writer.
The one with the griffin. It's
the one with the chains.
You think she's a girl the whole time, but really she's a boy.
That writer.
Yeah. Another big spoiler alert. Big spoiler alert. She's the one that actually wins.
Elstafo.
Yep. So
he's so cool.
I would say this series was the biggest surprise out of all of them, like who actually won. I honestly made the joke to my wife, and it was saying like, "Oh, riders never win," and then all of a sudden at the end of this one, I was like, "Oh shit, it happened." So I just want to give a shout out. When is one of our Lancers gonna win? I haven't watched all the series, but I have not seen a Lancer win yet. and watching Heaven's Feel, I was like, oh man, here goes badass Lancer, but we know what happens in that one. So
Bruh.
I was like, damn, like when's he gonna get his moment? Like this one Lancer.
Like he had the whole like to be honest, he probably had the best action scene of the whole movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Him cutting up the cars, chasing down, then him running. He's like, I'm gonna catch you, assassin, I'm gonna catch you. Then he's jumping in the air, and then he just calls Gale boy. And then like he's caught into the trap because he's like, I'm fucking Lancer, bro. Nobody can fuck with me. And then the assassin's like, I got you in my trap. And then he gets fucked over. And
yeah, he does.
And then he's like, oh shit, I'm in deep shit. All right, time to fucking kill you. And then he just dies.
Oh yeah.
Assassin. I was so pissed.
That's another.
I was so pissed. I was like, Lord, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, especially after watching Unlimited Blade Works and seeing like how Lancer was, like it was just so dope. Him fighting against like my favorite character, Archer. And I was just like, you would be probably one of my favorites if you only showed up sooner. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He did show up. He's an awesome character. He looks dope as hell.
I'm trying to remember how he died in Unlimited Blade Works. Was it Archer that did it?
Unfortunately, his master Kotimine, he was like,
yeah.
"Stab yourself," and he's like, "No, no, no."
Yep, that's right.
Ah!
Yeah, dude, that sucks, man. Like Lancer, he's been screwed over.
Then guess what? Like he played dead. He's like, psych, bitch, I ain't dead. And then he stabs his master. He's like, bitch, fuck you.
Yep, that's right.
And then he's like, you could do that? And he's like, yeah, bitch. And then he's like, Ren, go.
That is true. Yeah, I remember that now.
I love you.
Because if you guys didn't know, like, okay, so Fate/Night is one universe. Is that what you call it? Universe? Or I don't know.
Oh, you mean like your explanation of the
I'm trying to explain, like, so Fate/Night is like one universe, and then Fate/Unlimited Blades is like the same kind of universe, but a different storyline. I don't know if that makes sense, but. And then we have Fate Heaven's Feel, which is the third storyline of the same universe. And they all end like differently. It's all like, it's the same game and everything, but it's different things happen. There is some similarities because in Heaven's Feel it's a little the same, and then it goes in a different direction.
They're connected because it's like a timeline thing. It's like fucking Dragon Ball. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's like because Ishiro of that universe, he goes back in the past. It's a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, we couldn't even cover all of it if we wanted to in 1 hour, but
like I'll be here forever because I have to explain where the original Shiro came from. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit to it. But I'm just trying to say,
if you would like to link to it, I can send you a video that explains it perfectly.
There you go.
I just don't feel like, because I gotta explain how it happened, why he did it, blah blah blah. That's a lot of work.
Yeah,
But just know this: Shiro goes back in time because he's Archer. He's cool.
Yeah, dude.
Really cool.
I want to ask you, what is your out of all that you've seen out of the Fate series, what is your favorite? Which one do you enjoy the most?
Damn, that's pretty hard. I did enjoy Fate Apocrypha. Like I did like Achilles. Like Achilles
was really cool.
Like Achilles was like the shit. Like
yeah, dude, he
would be so OP. Like if he actually did wanting to kill everybody. Oh yeah, Dracula was in that series too.
Yeah, Dracula. There was actually a lot. In that one, they had 14 heroes, right? I think it was 14. It was 7.
Yeah, 7. It was 14 heroes. No,
was it?
Technically, they had.
There's technically more, but I think there was 7.
They had 15 technically if you count What's that girl's name? Oh my god. Can't remember her name. Flagship girl. Oh my
god. Jean Arc?
Yeah, Jean Arc. I forgot her role though. What was it?
What is it called? They're the ruler? No.
Ruler. You're right.
Yeah,
It
ruler.
was
Okay.
ruler.
Yeah.
So she was just basically guarding the shit. She was cool too,
Yeah.
but you know,
That one
um,
it's like a chess match in that one more because it's like two teams where the other Fate series is more of a free for all, and this one's more like this team versus this team, our players versus their
yeah. But
players.
then they said fuck it when somebody got the
Yeah, and
fuck
then
it was
it got all
sabotaging
mixed
the
up.
whole thing.
Yeah.
They're like, you fucking sabotager. Yeah, you knew where the fucking grail was and you're coming to get it, you bitch.
Yo, I think
Yeah, bitch.
even Frankenstein was pretty cool in that one too.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I like.
I was surprised about Jack the Ripper though, a little bit. I was like, oh, Jack the Ripper's a girl?
Yeah, I know.
She's a small girl that can fucking murder you, like murder you in your sleep.
Oh yeah, creepy
I was
ass.
like, this bitch crazy.
Oh, I really like the boat
What's the
chick in
crazy
that
part
one
is
too.
she eats hearts and brains and shit, I think. I
Yeah,
think she eats brains. I don't know for sure. I think for sure she eats hearts.
yeah.
Like she eats hearts and shit. That shit crazy, man.
Oh yeah, she's
Like
definitely crazy.
motherfucker.
Who's the
Shit, you
boat
don't
chick
want
in
her.
that
You don't
one?
want her as a Valentine. This is your girl, boy. Ooh.
I like the bow chick in that one
Uh,
as well. What's her name? I can't remember.
who?
The bow chick. For the I think she fought for the red. No, black. She fought for the black. She's the one that likes the
serpent?
kids. She got mad at Jack the Ripper because she was obviously killing kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can't be killing motherfuckers like that. That's
but because she's the one that's all
that's
about
all
kids.
Atlanta.
And she goes,
That's Atlanta.
yeah,
That's
she goes
Atlanta.
crazy.
That's Atlanta.
Yeah, I really liked her character.
Right.
Then she went crazy, and I was like, oh man, like she went ballistic.
Because her whole lore is about around the kids and saving them.
Saving them no matter
Like she
what.
actually knows because Achilles and her lived. They interacted around the same time period.
Yeah,
So that's how they know each other.
yeah, and well, obviously she gets mad at Gina Arc because she had to pretty much kill those one children because they were already gone
Yeah,
or
she
whatever.
just basically said, "Fuck it, all your souls burn and burn, motherfucker."
Yeah, because
burn.
Jack the Ripper was using them, and they were already dead technically, but
yeah,
and her character, she thought no matter what she
good.
could save them. So, and then she gets all pissed off. Oh, she gets pissed off,
and
she goes ballistic. She goes into like that demon form, right? Is that right?
it was something like that. Like she was losing herself to like madness. Like it was her Noble Phantasm was really interesting. I actually liked it.
Yeah, really cool.
And the art and animation at that time, that scene was freaking nuts. I was like, what?
Man. Dude, the end battle, that one was ridiculous. Like it was like so fast paced that the animation had art.
Like it was like, I was like, oh shit!
It was
like,
crazy.
Do you see so much crazy stuff, man? It's like what?
Crazy.
Like Shiro was getting mad. He's like my thing was when Siege, like the whole thing with Siege was dope too. Like how Siege was a homunculus, and then like they were building him for the war, and then using him against freaking the other team. And they were like, all right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use you. And then he actually realized this, and he broke out of the freaking cage, and he was like, yo, nobody see me, dog. he just did. He's like, ah, but you know the funny thing, but you know what I'm saying, like that's an exaggeration, of course, because he could barely walk. He didn't really know how to walk. And then everybody was all the servants were like, do you need help? Do you need help? And then he's like, but like, and then you know later on he rapidly grows because he rapidly ages.
Yeah, Ryder helps him out.
And then later on he kind of figures out what he wants to do, and he wants to live. So later on he learns how to live. He wants to live, and at this moment there's a guy named Siegfried. You know, if you ever heard of Siegfried, he was a swordsman who slayed the blood. Who basically, it's funny. He's actually somewhat like Archer when I think about it now, where he really doesn't have a goal for himself. Well, not really. Yeah. Like his goal is not derived from his inner being, kind of thing. It's more like it's an outwards thing that comes in. So like the way I say that is because Archer was like, I'm trying to be a hero, and my dream came from a person that was named Emiya Kiritsugu, and he saved me, so because he saved me, I want to save people, which is not a bad thing, but it's just not. It's not his dream from for like what he believed. It was like a dream, like it was kind of passed down. Like he's a hero, I'm a hero, bitch. Like motherfucking, like that's how shit works.
It's my
And
turn.
this, it's the same. It's kind of like the same thing with Siege, because Siege, not the little kid Siege, but the grown nigga Siege was like he was like he said this. He's like I just did wishes for people, like, oh, slay this dragon, like I slay it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I do. So save these people. All right, that's it. I do whatever
Did,
you say.
did
So
you
like that's
like
how they're kind
Siege?
of. What
Did
do
you
I like
like
them?
Siege, the kid?
Yeah, I liked them. I
I
didn't
was
hate them.
not
It's
too
just
big on him. Like I didn't hate him, but I don't know. Like I liked the necromancer guy, obviously with
you
the
know what was interesting though. Just I don't know if it's bad, but it's just very interesting for me. Is like he worked so hard to gain life,
yeah
and then at the end of the series, he was willing to throw it away because he wanted to save people.
yeah
And the girl that was teaching him how to live from the beginning of the series became something became something that he wanted to live for.
yeah
He lived for her. And then the craziest part about the whole crap is that he is going to live eternally. He chooses to live after he wanted to give up his life to save the friends he wants. And the thing is his girl died, so he had the possibility was like he'll never see that girl again. And he realized that he was like, because he's like, man, I want to die because I want to see the girl, but I have to live eternally because I got to save the people from all this bullshit they're doing.
yeah.
So I'm gonna live. Either I choose one,
I'm a
choose my
dragon.
girl, say fuck everybody on planet Earth, or two, I choose save being living for eternity and protecting the humans that are so like cared for, and they have opportunity to live their own lives. So guess what he did? He chose I want to live eternally, and by the grace of the author's gods, that he actually met up with this girl again in a different planet.
Mm.
It's dope. I like that kind of thing. I just like yes, they met again and then they loved each other and stuff. But that's a little corny. But it is what it is. Like
Yeah. No, it was definitely a good ending. This one had not really a main character. It did and it didn't. I don't know. I felt like, because they focused on a lot of characters. Um,
I think Siege had a lot of time. He had some time in the spotlight, but I think the whole premise of the show was like, you know, the value of life. I think that was the whole thing. A person who's not really a person had their ability to live a human life, and he's given it up to save people, and he gave it up to
yeah,
save humanity despite his wishes after he wanted to be alive.
yeah. I was just
It
so
was a
mad that
pretty
my
interesting
hero
topic.
didn't win.
Yeah, like he saved the world by protecting the Grail, but he didn't win for himself,
Yeah,
which kind of blows. To be
did
honest
well.
with
He didn't win though.
you, he didn't really win, but
Uh,
like
he
he had the Grail literally in his hand.
yeah, but
But
overall, Ryder won when you truly think
yeah,
about it.
yeah, just made a wish that hey, just and
She
she.
just
The
yeah,
funny thing is,
or,
she did the wish that her master wanted. So
yeah,
I live this world and discover all the crazy shit, blah blah blah, and have fun. And he's
yeah.
like, hell yeah. She's on her like he's on her way, just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything's just happening, I guess.
Yeah. So that you like that series the most then? That you've enjoyed the
I
most?
would say for right now, I probably enjoy Unlimited Blade Works the most.
Yeah. That's mine. My favorite is Unlimited Blade Works. I felt
Do
Unlimited
I
Blade Works is
do
just
I
pure solid.
I like Zero a lot. It's the only thing
Zero?
it's
Oh,
not a bad thing about Zero. It's just the
Zero's
only
kind of
and it's
slow.
not it's just preference. It's
Yeah.
just preference. Don't get mad. Don't
No,
get
I'm
mad.
not. Yeah.
It just felt a little bit of humane and like there's personal feelings involved in Zero, but there wasn't as much as I feel with like Unlimited Blade Works, because Unlimited Blade Works is like it was just questioning constantly a lot of things. I'm not saying Zero didn't do the same thing because they did with the what's it called, the meetings of the kings, and then the ending, and then like what does the Holy Grail really do for you, and like a whole bunch of other things. But like from almost day one, they've been putting the premise on like, so you could defeat me, but you're not going to because you got to save that little girl, or you you could do this, but you're not going to because you're gonna try to make it hard on yourself so you can achieve power in your own right.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot more interesting matchups. Like you saw Saber fought against a human, and yes, she had low mana, so she got murked
Yeah.
horribly. Like the human freaking
Yo,
kicked ass.
I won't lie though, in that Zero, Fate/Zero, that scene where Saber's on the motorcycle is badass.
It is.
That's badass. That was a badass scene. For me, yeah, for me, Zero's like it was kind of slow compared to the other ones. Like how it it took a while to get going.
Well, it is the beginning, and like I like it. I like it. I love the fight.
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
I think the fight scenes are not the thing that drives me. It's just like what the characters think all the time. And I'm not saying Zero didn't do that. Zero did that way. It just preference wise, I enjoy Limited Blade Works more. The production on Zero was better, but
you think so? I think Limited Blade Works was better.
Well, the OVA is freaking nuts, man. Like,
oh, I didn't watch the OVA, so
I mean, like the movie's production was crazy. Remember, like you like the thing is like you had a lot of very interesting scenes. Like you had Berserker Lancelot versus Gilgamesh, and the thing is, anything Lancelot would touch would become his noble phantasm. It's fucking nuts. So like you throw it, like remember Gilgamesh threw a sword at him, he dodged it, and then grabbed that same sword, and then like slashed the sword that Gilgamesh also threw at him at the same time. So he was like, "Sight!" And then you got the sword, and he's like, "Bitch, what you out of me?" Like he just that shit was just nuts. Like
I don't like. For me though, Unlimited Blade Works. Even Fate/Night was all right overall. I mean,
yeah, it's
the oldest one.
Like yeah, it's still pretty good though. Like
yeah,
you still gotta watch
it. Still enjoyed it.
Good, but yeah, but if you watch any of the others and you go back, it's like shit, fuck. It's not bad. It's just like that's how it was produced at the time.
I think I like Shiro with what's her face, the black hair girl, more than I like Shiro with Saber. Because Night was about Saber and Shiro, and this one was Unlimited Blade Works was about Shiro and what the hell's her name? The red clothes, black hair, her servant's Archer.
Oh, Rin.
Rin, yeah, Rin. There we go.
Rin.
I was having a brain fart. I like that relationship a lot more than I did the relationship with Saber and Shiro, which I feel like Fate/Night focused a lot on that.
Yeah,
in a way. So, I did like. Was it? No, Zero was Lancelot, right? Berserker Lancelot.
Yeah, Zero was Lancelot.
Yeah, Lancelot. Yeah. So
like
he was pretty badass too. That was kind of cool in that. But damn, like Unlimited Blade Works, like the fight scenes was ridiculous. I mean, Heaven's Feel is really good, but it is a movie, so I guess my standard for movies is like the production is going to be higher, in my opinion. But like for a series, for Unlimited Blade Works is like damn. So I'm not trying to take any away from the movie. I'm just saying like most movies are higher production, anyways, because it's a movie.
They have more time.
Like 24 episodes though. Like Unlimited Blade Works, they holy shit, like the Lancer and Saber fight again. That was badass. When they're doing all that slow motion in the rain and shit, and they're like, I was like, holy fuck.
It's one of the best animated shows. Like,
oh yeah, yeah.
One of the best.
I totally think. I honestly, I can't think of an anime that beats its animation. Because they do focus on it a lot. I would say that the Fate A there, Apocrypha, Their animation was good, but it wasn't as good as like Unlimited Blade Works or Zero. I feel like Zero's was better still.
Uh,
It's still good. It's just not what, because to me, like, their animation's like top, and this one was
like
like a little bit down, but man, the sound was ridiculous in Fate Apocrypha. Like, just like
yeah,
the
that's one
fighting
thing.
and like they intensified that, which was really cool. I liked a lot.
The sound director, I forgot what his name is. He's actually on SAO as well, and he's worked on Apocrypha and Unlimited Blade Works, so it's the same sound director. So like he did a fucking good job. I forgot his name. He's going to be on the One Punch Man series too, so you can
Yeah,
expect
I'm
big
pretty.
things from
Yeah,
him.
that'd be pretty sweet. Because that,
But
oh
like
man, is that,
that series, Apocrypha did really well. I
yeah.
like because
Oh, I was sucked in.
I think a little things that Apocrypha didn't do is that they didn't do a lot of CGI. If I remember correctly, like Fate Unlimited Blade Works, they did CGI and some scenes, and it's not a bad thing. It's just I don't know. It was just so good. Unlimited Blade Works done. Like
Yeah, just
like
I.
I'm not saying you don't notice the CGI. It's just like damn, that CGI was fucking fire, man. Like
Oh
shit was
yeah,
good as hell.
Hercules in that one too. Holy shit,
Oh
man!
man, like
Like
I
that
think
was pretty good. Saber and Hercules fight. The first one was really cool. That was a really cool
yeah,
fight.
I think that was really well. I think that was a good cast, but I think the most interesting, well known cast that everyone was love that like if you read historic books was Fate Zero. Like a lot of people knew King Arthur, everybody
Yeah,
knew Alexander
Lancelot.
the Great, everybody knew the I forgot what the Lancer's name was
I did like
at that
Ryder a lot
series.
in Fate Zero. I think he was a really good part of that
Yeah,
series.
I don't was he Robin Hood or something? I don't know. I don't remember who he was. I just remember
Who?
I read him from a book from a long time ago. He's famous too. Then you had Jean d'Arc, like, and the caster for him. So
Yeah.
like all these, there were more closely linked from, and
Which
then you had Lancelot,
which is
one of the Knights of the Round.
yeah.
Like that was probably one of the most like cast, like everybody knows from historical events.
Yeah.
So like that
Most.
was just well known. Like Unlimited Blade Works was like Hercules.
You know,
You don't
Hercules,
really know
Saber,
Lancelot that much. Saber, of course, from the other
Yeah,
series,
the Lancer guy. I can't
and,
remember the Lancer's guy name. I always forget.
yeah, and then you just know a little couple, just other people as
It's
well,
kind of
just a
a
little bit. Um, I just can't wait, man. Like, I want to see. I wonder what they're gonna do, man. Like, because we're supposed to be getting another Grand Order, so
yeah.
and it's only I think it's only gonna be like one or two OVAs, and that'll be it,
Um.
man.
How
But
about?
you gotta watch. You gotta watch the OVA for Grand Order, the first one,
Oh, did I?
because
Yeah. Well, I actually really want to watch the movies too. Like I said, I think I told you this before. I seen like a figure of Saber, but it was like a dark, like I don't
no,
know, like
that's
an
Saber
evil
Alta.
Saber. Okay, yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but dude, that figurine looked badass, and I was like, I need to see what this is.
That's in the movie. The next movie you're watching. That's when she appears the very first time.
Oh, okay. No, I
The
was just
Heaven's
curious because I
Field
was like,
2.
holy shit, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Heaven's Field 2 is where she appears for the first time. So you should watch that in January. I'm probably going to pre-order tickets, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like last time I had an opportunity to watch Fate, Heaven's Field 1. And yeah, I love Fate, man, but I was just being fucking lazy at the time, and I was like, I don't know if I should buy my ticket. I'm too lazy. And
Did
then the day came, and I'm like, I want to watch Fate, even though I have no one to go to movies with. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going. And then I looked online, tickets all sold out. I'm just like, well, now I have to wait almost a whole fucking year to watch this on the internet. I'm not doing that this time. So like this time I'm pre-ordering my ticket, buying it, and just fucking going.
Hell
And I'm
yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah, and you
Because
told me about it. Oh,
yeah, this movie is probably going to be the like. Of course, the first movie, Heaven's Feel, uh was more about like setting shit up because it's trying to show what's different. But since everything's now has been revealed that's different, we understand that it's different because Sakura actually plays a major key role in this film. So that's a great thing, and because we know that what role she plays with the Matori family, we can see like what does she have to offer? Because what's very interesting in the one of the very beginnings of Unlimited Blade Works, and this is where shit gets fucking nuts.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you remember
The
right,
timeline's hard.
and then one of the very first scenes, you saw Sakura actually meet Gilgamesh, and later on, like an episode later, you see her have a mark on her hand, which is crazy. You're like, what? Wow. There's only one reason she has a fucking mark on her hand because she ain't fucking had a command seal,
Yeah.
and she is from an astounding, like from a family. She's from the Tosaka family originally because she's a fuck. She her backstory basically like
Yeah.
she was just traded off basically. So I presume that uh she gave what's his name? I forgot that little fucking twerp's name, the blue haired Nick guy.
Um.
Whatever. I forgot his name.
Yeah,
Whatever.
he's the a
So
hole.
yeah, the asshole stepbrother, whatever it
Yeah.
is. I
No
presume
one likes him.
she gave rid of her command seal and gave it to him, and that's why he can use uh a person, serpent.
Yeah.
That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? It points to that because she obviously had the command seal over her hand. And obviously, where did it go? I don't know. And you could transfer command seals sometimes. So what's
Uh,
happening?
I was gonna say for a last segment, do you want to talk about what you think Heaven's Feel movie 2 is gonna be about? Like any predictions?
Yeah.
Since we got like 10 minutes.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah.
it was only 30 minutes left.
No, just really curious. If you haven't watched Heaven's Field movie, you have to watch it. It's really good. I will say it starts off a little slow, but I'll tell you what, it picks up pretty damn quick, and it gets real. It's real.
Oh
It's
man,
really
with
real.
that Lancer scene.
Yeah,
Once you watch that Lancer scene, you're gonna be like, "Yo, dude, I gotta watch this. I gotta like that scene is just amazing."
like yeah, you can go back and just like watch it a
it's-
few times. It's great. It's fucking
It's like
awesome.
slice.
I would say
Like-
this about Heaven's
Like he
Field.
cuts through cars like butter, like literally. Like
Oh yeah.
it's not even like one car, and then he runs faster than cars. Like
Oh yeah.
he's hitting like 70 miles per hour by foot, and he's like,
Yeah, no,
Straight
just
face.
giving her. I'm coming for you.
he's like, ah, and then he's
I'm
like,
gonna get
"Ah, bitch!" He just wants to like throw a fucking. He's like, "All right, get aboard, bitch." He throws that shit. It's dope. What I think about the movie though, I think it's gonna be awesome. Since we finally in this movie from the trailer that we've seen, we're gonna see Saber versus Hercules. That's gonna be awesome. But what I really want to see is I want to see what kind of role my nigga Archer gonna play because you know what I'm saying Archer my favorite character, even though a lot of people don't like him. He's a complete contradiction. I don't really care at this point. I understand he's a contradiction. I still like him anyways. I want to see what Emiya does because from the from not the light novel. I mean from the game. If you look, he has like this wrapping around his arm, and he's fighting Berserker. So I wonder if he's gonna fight Berserker 1-on-1. Because if he is, that's fucking crazy. Because like Berserker is like probably one of the strongest hand-to-hand combat servants in the game. Like shown, like he can heal himself. Like fucking, you don't want to fuck. And he's Hercules, man. He's Hercules, bro.
I know,
Like
right? He seems
you heard
pretty
like,
badass in this
you watch
one
the
too.
movies. You watch the movies. You see what Hercules done. He lived mountains, man. He's the son of Zeus.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of heroes and gods are born from Zeus. But regardless of that, like you know what I'm saying, like he fucking almost breaks everybody. So like he's great.
You think Hercules is gonna win this one?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna switch it up or not.
And I want to see if Hercules' servant, the girl Ilya, if she's gonna actually work with
Shiro?
she's gonna work with Emiya.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kotimine the priest, he's gonna try to save her from assassin. Because it looks like, for me, it seems like the bad guy, the general target for the evilness
Yeah.
is the Matoi family, which is the bug people,
Yeah,
and
the
they're
bug.
like,
Yeah, they seem very
oh, we're doing
focused.
some fucked up shit, and you know what I'm saying, they're the more pain of attack because they have the assassin that's going after them.
Yeah.
And this is actually a good film because in this film we actually see assassin actually fight.
Yeah,
We
that's
and
really cool. She plays
which is
like a lot
different
more
because
bigger
yeah,
part.
because assassin got fucking body last movie,
Oh yeah,
that like
super
Unlimited
quick.
Blade Works, he got pooped on, like it was just like next.
Super.
So like it's dope. It's dope to see what happens. I think the movie's gonna be amazing. And if you want to watch it, it comes out in January. Check your local theaters. Go to
Yeah,
I think
January.
yeah,
I,
it comes out in January. So watch it if you can.
um,
And if you like to buy like I'm not sponsored by any of this bullshit. I'm just telling you because this
it's
shit's
good.
fucking amazing. I'm not sponsored. Not
Not
sponsored.
yet.
Not now.
No, it's okay.
I gotta say that because people think we sponsored, but we not. We're
um,
just saying this because we like the series that much. Like it's probably one. Like I said, if you got through this whole podcast just getting spoiled and you somehow just love what we talked about and Fate, you should definitely check it out because it's one of the best looking series ever.
I just want to say, do you think Heaven's?
Ever.
I feel like Heaven's Feel was the um like darkest one out of all of them.
Yeah,
It got real
it
dark.
seems like, and my thing with Heaven's Feel too is that it's letting everybody know like, hey, Emiya knows about his foster's past. Like he's the one who caused that fire, and he's like, really? Oh well, he's still a hero in my eyes. But like it just shows like different aspects and what if Kitty Emiya knew about all the shit that was happening in Zero, and it's like a dark, like you said, it feels darker, and it feels like
Yeah, yeah. It's
more of
definitely
a
got
Fate Zero ish, but a little light in the, you know what I'm saying, that there's a little romantic connection I think with Sakura and Emiya. I
yeah.
don't think it's about
Well,
Tosaka this time.
I feel like Shiro's going after. Is it the purple hair chick?
Yeah,
Or
that's
whoever the
Sakura.
yeah
That's
Sakura.
Sakura.
Yeah, like it seems a lot more focused. Like
Yeah, it seems a
so,
lot
is he
more
gonna have a
focused.
third love interest? So each one he's got a different love interest.
Maybe I
Because
think this
Saber
time
was the
he's
first
going to,
one. The second one was Rin. And now this one's
yeah.
Sakura. It's like what?
He's like, dude, like,
That's
yeah,
why he's
like,
going down in different timelines. That all
oh
makes sense.
yeah,
Just kidding. Makes sense now.
oh shit. So so I can't wait to see what happens in that story. I wonder how many films we're gonna get. I think we're probably gonna get 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think so.
Hopefully we get
Probably
3.
3 at least, I would
I
imagine.
think after the yeah.
You gotta get a trilogy. I don't know. Like, how many? They got decently far. Yeah, I could see 3. Maybe 4. I don't know.
Maybe 4 if they just want to throw that extra thing. Like, here you go. Oh no. Yeah, I think 3. You're right.
Yeah, but really, if you haven't checked
I
out
think 4 would
Heaven's
be a little
Feel,
bit
you
overkill.
got to.
Because 4
It's
would be
good.
like a 4 hour movie. Like it'll be like if you had to watch the whole thing over, like it'd be like a 5 hour movie, and you'd be like, oh my god, bro. Like it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Um, what are your predictions? What do you think of Heaven's Field and where in the direction of where it's going?
Um, I feel like I don't. I feel like Cheryl's not gonna win this one. The way I don't. I'm trying to think who would win it. I want to see. I feel like we're gonna get more of like Hercules and her servant, the little girl there. I think we're gonna get more of
Should
her
be
story. Yeah.
dope.
I like that Assassin's playing a bigger part in this one, which is really cool because I was like nervous that it was gonna be like Unlimited Blade Works again, where she just got
I still
bodied.
don't like. I still don't like the fact that he took out Lancer. Though.
Yeah, I know that was me. I was like, come on, poor Lancer.
Not again.
Third time in a
Not
row.
again.
You think third time would be a charm, but no, obviously he's not gonna. That's why I said when we're gonna get a first Fate series where the Lancer wins because we haven't had that yet. I don't know. Like, I'm just really curious because it's definitely a more gory tone, and the bug guy. Like, I agree with you. The bug guy is definitely seems like the main villain this time. He's like a lot more in this one than previous ones.
The other ones, when you actually think about it, like,
Yeah.
nowhere to be seen.
So he must be, because he seems like he's pretty OP in this one. I don't know why, but it just seems like he's a
He's
lot
like,
more.
oh, I slash you. I turn into bugs. Like, nigga, stop using substitute jutsu. Stop being fucking
it's
Shino,
like,
dude.
what the hell?
Tired of that shit. You're not Shino. You
Yeah.
can't ignore my chakra.
So it's just, I don't know. I'm really curious. I feel like it might be a different winner. I don't think. See, it's kind of weird because Saber plays like a less part in this one compared to the other two. Like, she doesn't seem as important or as strong as the last two. Like, Blade works in that.
Or she's holding back a little bit more than usual.
Maybe,
because
but
she didn't even let her blade. She haven't even really shown anybody her blade.
No.
For the whole movie.
She's been really quiet in this one, which I kind of don't like. I guess I don't know.
Well, the thing is, we know already a lot about Saber, so it's
yeah,
like,
I know.
I guess they're not trying to focus on Saber too much.
Yeah, it's kind of a good thing because we've already gotten 2 series with a lot of Saber, which is kind of good. It's like I don't know. She just seems like a different personality in this one compared to the other 2.
Yeah, but if they had to explain the whole thing with Saber again, it'll be like a waste of airtime.
Yeah, you can't really. Like they
like
you have to watch the other 2 to watch Heaven's Feel for sure.
Oh yeah,
because otherwise you will miss so much of the background of characters. Like you'll be like, I am freaking lost right now. But yeah, you can't. You got to watch the other 2. Otherwise,
you got to watch Zero too. Like
you watch Zero,
Fate Night. Like you got to watch. Basically, you got to watch almost
except for Fate A, because that one's kind of separate. So Fate Apocrypha.
Yeah, it's completely different. And Lost Encore.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet, so I gotta watch.
Do we have anyone in the chat though?
Yeah, we've had a few new people. Gunblade, he did leave because we were doing spoilers. But he was talking about because I was asking him during chat here. I was asking him if he watched the Fate series. He says not all of it, and he said Kiri Kotamine for the win, baby. When we talk about Fate Zero.
Boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he said he missed out on the OVAs too. Gilgamesh, yes. Shiro X, Sabe OTP. Lancelot looks cool, but I'm more of a White Knight armor fan. He says I demand more battles and fan service on the next series, like epic volleyball matches.
What happens if my fucking global phantasm was a fucking?
I was teasing him. I was like, we need that beach episode, right?
Yeah.
And he said, he says, "Oh, spoilers, I'm out." And I bet. And he said, "Later, guys." So, and then we has the most blackest man. He said, "Anime podcast with the PogChamp." And he said hello to us. So,
what's up, man? What's up?
Yeah. So that's cool. But yeah, we are at the Otaku Town here, and it is our time is up.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So let me grab my noble phantasm and battle Oldest to the death.
Yeah. Well, I'll just use my fist here. Right? My Mountain Dew kickstart can. Let's go.
I will use
my energy doubles with this. But anyways, yeah, we are the Otaku Town. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Fate series. Like we've been saying throughout this whole episode, watch it. It is well worth it. I'm actually kind of surprised. I feel like it's kind of popular, but it's not kind of popular. I don't know. So it's not for everyone, but if you like action and like, I don't know, it's like
if you like history and you like your favorite warriors battling out to the death, watch this shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, but it's very cool. Very good characters. Fighting's awesome. But yeah, and the music's great. So you gotta check it out. But anyways, I am Oldish22. You can catch me on Twitter or Twitch or Instagram, wherever you want to follow me. I'm at Oldish22. Except for Twitter, it's Oldish with 3 2s. I've been saying it, but just keeping heads up. But anyways, I want you to follow this man, or actually sub to this man. Pack a punch here. Over here. There we go. There. Definitely follow him. He's got a lot of anime.
What was Saber's noble phantasm technique?
What?
He's like, X
Oh yeah, Excalibur.
Do a double Excalibur.
As long as it's not Excalibur from Soul Eater, right? But anyways, yeah, definitely check out his YouTube channel. Follow him, subscribe to him, follow him on Twitter, Instagram. And if you got any questions for us, DM us. You know, maybe we'll put the question on the podcast. That would be a good idea.
Yeah. Pack Punch TV, DM me on Twitter or Instagram.
Anime, if you have any anime questions, you know, we'll answer them if we've seen the series or whatever.
If you like AMVs and anime content, follow your boy on Pack Punch TV on YouTube.
This guy.
If you like, don't have to. I ain't forcing you. It's not like I got a noble phantasm at your throat.
Yes, look at that thing. That's scary. That's kind of like
don't mess with me, dog.
That's like the dagger that that's Hawkeye's dagger there.
Oh yeah, it is like the Hawkeye's dagger. I'm Zoro. Yo, that would be even worse if freaking Hawkeye beat freaking Zoro with a fucking nail clipper.
I know.
Dude, that'd be terrible. I'll be like, yo, dude, that knife is dull as shit.
Destroy his pride even more.
Like, dude, that knife is dull as fuck. Like, how do you cut me?
But we are the Otaku Town, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will try to get it uploaded by tomorrow on YouTube, and you can find our podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Stitcher, Breaker, Google Podcast or Pocket Podcast. There's a Google one too, but you can find us there. So definitely check it out. And I'm gonna stream here. So
smash that like button. Smash that like button because it helps every minute of the way. And download the podcast and watch it on Anchor, dog. Because we live.
Please.
Otaku Town. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Till next time.
Yes, we appreciate you guys. And follow, rate it. That'd be awesome. Support us. I'd really appreciate it. We would really appreciate it. So I hope you guys enjoy this. We'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna end the stream here, and I'm gonna start it up for my Twitch stream. So anyone
see you next Friday, guys. See you next Friday.
Next Friday. It's the day. So, anyways, adios. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.